Hello guys, I'm back again. This is a bit of a different video compared to some of my other ones, mainly because, as you can see, I'm in Eclipse. I'm actually doing some coding. Now, it's been a long time since I've done any coding for my Minecraft mod. This one specifically is WizardCraft. That's because of various reasons, mainly because I just don't have any time. There's a lot going on at home with family, and there's a lot going on at work, and it's so busy, and I just don't have any time for anything. But as you might tell from my voice, and probably sniffling and snuffling and coughing, which I'll try and edit out, but maybe not, I'm full of a cold at the moment. So I'm ill, I'm at home, I hate being stuck in bed all day. So I'm on my laptop, I'm going to do some coding. I've got some time, so I'm going to do some WizardCraft work. So I thought, to keep you guys up to date and to show you guys what I'm actually doing, I'd record it. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm migrating all my old code into the Forge mod loader. I'm hoping that migrating it to Forge will make it a lot more compatible with a lot of other mods. It'll make it a lot more compatible with multiplayer, and it'll just generally mean that it works better, and I can get around some of the problems that I've had for months, ever since I started working on it. I mean, I tried very early on to do a survival multiplayer version of WizardCraft, and it sort of worked, but the more advanced the mod became and the more complicated, the harder it became to keep up to date with multiplayer. And the biggest issue with why I haven't updated it recently, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, is that a lot of the recent changes to Minecraft have actually added multiplayer to the single player world, and I've never been able to get WizardCraft to work on multiplayer, and now the single player world is multiplayer as well. It just mind blown, brains everywhere. So Forge, that's basically it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to migrate my code from the previous version into Forge. I'll show you how far I've got so far. I hope you can see this. Load up my creative world. So there we go. I'm in Forge in the world, and I've got magic powder and all the orbs, and if I look in the tools section, I've got a staff. That's it. That's as far as I've got so far. I haven't got the mana bar in the corner, which I had in the other version. I haven't got any of the other staffs. I haven't got any spells yet. So I'm right near the beginning of migrating my code across. I'm hoping that some of it will just work. I'll copy it across and it will all just work smoothly. But we'll have to wait and see. So let's get to it then. Right then, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add the rest of the staffs in. Staffs, staves, however you want to pronounce it. What's the plural of staff? I don't know. So what I've got over here is I've got the previous version of my mod, and what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the bits of code one by one. We'll start with the fire staff, open them up. So there we go, this is the fire staff, the code for the fire staff as it stands in the previous working version of the mod. And in Forge I'm just going to recreate those classes. So this is item fire staff, and it inherits from item staff. Yep. Okay. So there's my brand new fire staff class. And then all I'm really doing is literally just copying and pasting my code from one to the other. This may work, this may not work. Chances are it's not going to work at all. So you can see already there's lots of errors because a lot of my classes don't exist basically. So a lot of the spells don't exist in Forge yet. The levels don't exist yet. Staff requirements. So what I'm going to do for the minute is I'm going to comment these ones out. And I'm going to copy across the staff requirements class because I need that really. Staff requirements. Oh, that's quite a simple class. See, some of this stuff is stuff that I wrote a long time ago, and I haven't really looked at since. Because it just works. So I just ignore them. Why is that got an error in it? Doesn't know what item is. Why can't I import item? Item cannot be resolved to a type. Why? I thought it could. One moment. So, as I was saying, I'm hoping this will just work. Yeah, why not Minecraft source item? Let's import that. See if that helps. There we go. Fixed. Cool. Let's close that one. So staff requirement now works. We need to import list object. Does that work? Did I import the wrong type of list? Import that one. That's better. Import array list. I need to change this to WizardCraft. And I need to import item again. There we go. Levels. Levels is there. That's why it's not working, because I've commented it out. Should mean everything's hunky-dory now. Cool. So that's my fire staff code. Let's just set the textures and whatnot. Set that to 1. Actually, the super is going to do most of that, isn't it? But we set the stack size to 1 because we can have a stack of 6 regular staffs, empty staffs, because there are 6 staffs in the game, or in the mod. So I thought, yeah, have a stack of that. I could make it, it's a tool I suppose, I could make it 1. Let's make it 1, let's not change it. It's 1 in the current version of the mod. Leave it as 1. And I think actually I don't need any of that now, because that's all done in the super. If you're not familiar with coding, super I basically calls the super constructor, so the constructor of the parent class, which in this case is item stuff. So it'll call this constructor with the item index, which is I. So the last thing I need to do now is go back over here and declare it's an item staff. Let's just call it item actually, and it's a fire staff. It's a new item, fire staff. Can't spell staff. 11998. Let's set its item name to fire staff. Still can't spell staff. Set icon index. Now the icon index is the position that the icon appears in this sprite sheet. So it starts at 0. Each row is 16 blocks, so 0, 16, so 17 we want. Oh, yes, I'm currently uploading. You weren't supposed to see that. Right, so icon 17. Apologies for sniffing. And if we run that now, let's see what happens. Let's check out the creative tab. Tools. There we go. Fire stuff. Oh, it doesn't have a name. It's no named. Unnamed item. Let's go back up here. I know why that is. That's because down here I haven't named it. To give it a sensible name. Fire stuff. Fire stuff. Cool. I also need to add the recipe for the fire stuff, which I'll do in a moment, because I do that with in the original version of the mod. We did that with the enchantment bench, or my own enchantment bench, not the one that came in vanilla later. My own. So let's try to test that again. I haven't added that block yet, because there's some interesting stuff with GUIs and whatnot, which I haven't tried in Forge. So that could be interesting. Let's have a look in tools. And there we go. Fire stuff. It's got its name. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to skip ahead and add the rest of the stuffs, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, and I'm back again. So here we go. Last you saw the fire stuff. I've now done earth, water, wind, ice, lightning, magma and plant staves with their respective classes and with their names. So we load the game now, and we should have in the tool section all the different stuffs that come with WizardCraft. There we go. So next time I'll either have a look at adding the spells, the first level of spells. I'll probably just do the fire stuff, maybe. I don't know, depends how well it works. The fire stuff and generating fire, that's one of the things that's caused me the most problems with updating to the latest version, so that might be a good one to start with. Either that, or I'll do the enchanting bench, enchanting table, enchanting block thing, whatever we decide to call it this time round. To there. I'm hoping as part of this update moving to Forge, because it's been such a long time since I've done an update, I want to add some new features and stuff. I don't want it to just be the same as the previous version. I want there to be some new things in there. So if you've got any suggestions, you've got any ideas, drop them in the comments, let me know, and I'll see you next time.